So let's have a look at what's going on with gold and silver today. Gold is doing something interesting, but also silver might be getting ready to start to have that next leg up. But before I do start, guys, if you haven't done so yet, then I put up my birthday video here. If you're looking to see a bit of a crazy ride on a jet fighter experience, and it actually didn't end well for me. So guys, there should be a link in the description there. Very first link in the description. Go click on that and go check out this video that I did for my birthday yesterday. And if you want to see a ride of a lifetime, plus also something really bad happened at the end. I don't want to spoil for you, but it's just, I couldn't believe it happened, but it happened. Just go check it out. And anyway, guys, let's get straight into the market update. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, let's get straight into it now. Let's go have a look at gold. Gold right now has actually been forming a bit of a floor support where we are. You can see how around that level of around this on gold, we can see we've had this sort of coming on down through here somewhere. So we've got this sort of descending triangle pattern. We're squeezing up and squeezing up. So we're about to get some sort of a strong breakout here real soon when it comes to gold. As you can see, we've been descending. We do have this longer term trend line coming up for gold, and we see that around 1700. So it's going to be really interesting, because a lot of the times when we do see a descending triangle pattern, just like we see here, that doesn't mean we're going to break to the downside. What it does mean is that we're going to see a break. Now, I've seen many a times where this has not happened. I've actually seen many times where we actually squeeze up and then suddenly we break out of the triangle pattern and then see a big move up. Now, where it breaks, who knows? Right? I'm actually bullish long term. I have positions in gold, so I'm bullish long term overall. So I do see upside to come. But looking at gold now, are we getting ready to start to see that move? So it's not starting yet, like I told this video, but what is starting? Good old silver. Look what silver's doing today. Silver is actually doing something really nice today. Silver for the last 3 months had been holding this 2750 level quite strongly. Very, very, very strongly. And right now, we're starting to get a break to the upside. So I do see silver now making its way up to around the 30 level, where it was, where that resistance level is on silver there. If I look at the SLV, you can start to get a bit more of a definite sort of gauge. Look at the SLV. We had this sideways movement. You can see we had nothing going on for how many weeks was that? Nothing going on for about 21 days, for about 3 weeks. Had a little bit of a spike up and then a spike down. And now we're getting a breakout just now. So we did come and close the gap as well too. So there's a bit of a gap there that's going to be closed. And so therefore, silver to me is starting to see another nice leg to the upside. You can see on the SLV price, you can see that the $25.50 level, that indeed was the level where it was actually having a lot of problems breaking through that level there. And the really interesting part about this is that now we're just getting a breakout. And as you can see, we also got a bit of last couple of days, we've got a bit of an increase in volume as well too. So there's a lot more buyers coming back into the SLV price and the silver price. So I do see this thing being a breakout to the upside. You can see once again that 25.50 level. I do see this being a breakout. And on a short-term basis, guys, we're probably going to run back up towards the 28 level and maybe even higher from that there. But on a short-term basis, we're probably going to see a big move up. And there's a lot of the silver mining stocks are starting to make big moves. So if I go to the SILJ, we can see over the last sort of few months, we definitely had sort of this going on, a bit of a nice upward trend. We had, as you can see, we had nothing much going on through here. Look at this here, really not much going on. Around that $16, maybe even $16.50 level was a resistance level for that. And now we're getting a very nice breakaway bar. We're breaking out of this sort of resistance level here with an increase in volume. We did just come and close the gap as well too on the Silver Juniors ETF here. So to me, it looks like that this is breaking out. It looks like looks like that we could probably start to see a nice move coming back out of this, coming back up, especially with this increase in volume. Look at that really nice increase in volume we got on the silver juniors. So to me, it looks like we're starting a very nice breakout bar, and it looks like we're about to start to see, at least on the short-term basis, guys, over the next, say, few days to a week, we're probably likely to start to see a rise out of the SILJ, and the same for the SIL. Looking at the SIL, we can see once again that we've had this very nice sort of upward sort of trend line sort of channel. We had a little bit of a pop up to the downside, but you can see it's actually holding here quite strongly. The difference is for the SIL is that we have this gap up here. We're probably gonna rally and come and close that gap, but we're not breaking above this resistance level here. Now notice the silver juniors. Notice how we are breaking above that resistance level. So the silver stocks, silver mining stocks, and the silver price has indeed started to make a nice move, a nice breakaway to the upside. And we're starting to see this. Like, I personally am in a stock called EXK. I got in, I don't recommend getting in now because it's too late, but I got in back down. We've actually traded this a few times, but I got in back down here around the 450 level. And we can see that that's what's happening through there. And then now what's happening is we're now starting to break up very, very nicely when it comes to EXK. And the big picture for EXK for me is that we're breaking up very nicely above here. So I definitely see EXK is starting quite a significant move to the upside. Hence the reason why I have a longer term position, not a trading position here, but a longer term position in EXK. Stocks like even like AG are starting to make a very nice breakup to the upside as well, to breaking out here. We definitely have a bit of a gap here to be filled, but it does look like, at least on a short-term basis, guys, like AG looks like that wants to start to make a nice move back up towards its highs where it was up there. So we're starting to get very nice bullish moves out of all the indices and out of all the indexes. Just a quick little recap on the stock market, guys. Right now on a short-term stock market, we're not, we could be getting ready for a bit of a pullback, but I wouldn't count on that, guys. I still see more upside to come out of this sort of conjunction. We are squeezing up into a bit of a resistance sort of there, I would say, and we may have something going on through here. So that's definitely a point that we want to be focusing on. As you can see, it's squeezing up into a triangle pattern here. So we may get a drop to the downside and drop out. I'm more of the bullish camp myself with all the stimulation that's going on with the stock market right now. And the next bill that's going to be passed very, very soon over the next few weeks. Just all this stimulus, guys, is just going to just keep ramping up the stock market big time. Moving over to the S&P 500. And we can see that we have sort of the same thing as well too, but that's the support line there. And we definitely have this sort of squeezing of a triangle pattern that's forming right now. Again, I wouldn't be, even if we did get a bit of a drop to the downside, guys, I wouldn't be fighting the upside when it comes to the stock market. And also the Nasdaq, even though the Nasdaq once again has been pulling back a little bit. Remember, guys, that we are getting a bit of a pullback on the Nasdaq, but it's not over yet. And what I mean by that is that if we have a look at this here, we have made a low, then we rallied up, made a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. So we could be just going, this could be, we don't know, this could be just one of these pullbacks. So the line in the sand is that 1300 level to tell us things are changing. So if I go back through to the big old cough situation, let me explain what I mean here. So just like the cough situation happened, I call it the cough because good old YouTube is going to probably, oh, well, we don't like that. So as you can see, we had a low, we had a higher low, and we had a higher low, rallied up. Look what happened here. As soon as we broke that low, guess what? Now there's a potential for this sort of action that's happening on the downside. So if we are going to continue on the downside or start in a bit of a bearish market, we will start to break a previous low first. That would be a warning sign that the buyers are no longer in control. So this happens for all the indices as well. So if we go and have a look at the Nasdaq once again, the line in the sand would be this level right here, 1300, because that was the last significant higher low. So remember, this is the last low, or that's the last significant higher low. So as long as Nasdaq stays above there, this could just be a nice little short-term pullback before we start to see even more of an upside. Yes, things are overvalued. Yes, things are inflated. I do see things pulling back like Tesla and so on and stuff like that. And we are seeing a bit of a weakness come back into this the tech sector. But I truly believe the tech sector is just getting started, and I believe that a lot of these tech companies are going to start to make big moves again out of the rest of this year, like Amazon and Netflix and all that sort of stuff. So we just need to keep an eye on for that. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think below. Do you think silver is getting ready for that big move to come? Do you think gold is also getting ready for a breakout out of the triangle pattern? Let me know what you think. What sort of gold and silver stocks are you using? And also, guys, when it comes to the stock market, what sort of stocks are you investing in? I'd really like to see what you guys are investing in. I've got a few stocks that I'm investing in some of the tech sector as well too. I'm very bullish on that, and obviously mining sector and so on and so forth. And lastly, guys, make sure you subscribe to the video. Make sure you like, comment, all that sort of down home country goodness. And also make sure that you go down and click on that very first link in the description and go check out my my crazy video that I did here of my jet fighter experience. And I guarantee you're also going to get a really good laugh at listening to my crazy laugh of what's happening there. So go check that video out now, guys, and I'll speak to you guys real soon.